Neighbor had 2 break-ins after not calling to have the door repaired. This is more in line with the universe taking revenge. Anyhow, you've all had those neighbors that simply don't care. If a fire is about to start in a trash can they just walk by? Because someone else will deal with it. The front door of our apartment complex was broken so it stood permanently open. There is a number on the wall that goes to the janitor so he can send someone to fix it. I usually always call this number if something important, like the elevator, is broken. This time I figured it was someone else's time to call. It went 3 days and nobody called. Then someone broke into my neighbor's apartment by drilling into the lock when she was at work. She then called her insurance company and the insurance company sent someone out to look at it. And the insurance agent asked why the front door was wide open. My neighbor explained that they hadn't fixed it. Then the insurance agent asked how long it was since my neighbor had called them. She explained that she had not called anyone. And the insurance agent asked how long it had been like that. She said 5 days. And then the insurance agent told her that she was irresponsible and wouldn't get any insurance money. She paid out of her own pocket for a new lock. Then complained to me about it. 4 more days passed with the door being wide open. Then someone broke into her apartment one more time. This time by bending the door of the frame with some sort of machine. She called her insurance agent and it was the same guy, who noticed that the front door still wasn't fixed. He asked her why they weren't fixing it. And she said she didn't know. He then asked her if she had called the janitor and she said no. He then asked if she wanted him to call. And she said yes. He then called the janitor in front of her. Then just left. Her apartment was completely trashed. Did you ever give her stuff back to her? S. Why didn't she call the janitor after the first break-in? Of all the stupidest things I've ever heard. Woman facepalming. This is stupid. Her door was locked. Why does it matter if an additional door was locked? It's not like one door is the limit on a break-in. Secondly, I agree with her. If there was a break-in, why wasn't the door fixed immediately? I'm assuming since she had the locks changed, a new key was given to someone in charge. That is more than enough to initiate a repair of the door. Overall, seems like a bad property manager. I hope it isn't one of the tenants. Surprised she had the mental horsepower and/or forethought to have renter's insurance tbh. How is this petty revenge? And why is she responsible for the front door to the complex? Sounds like she has shitty neighbors, a shitty complex, and a shitty insurance company. Not saying you are the asshole. I'm saying you shouldn't tell anyone this story again. You did nobody, including yourself, a single bit of good. Lol, stop robbing your neighbor. Why didn't the janitor do anything on their own? This is BS. Op complains that his neighbors simply don't care, proceeds to not care. You're the asshole. Yeah, she didn't deserve the first one, but why he second one? Come on. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You her dad or something that it was your responsibility to protect her. She has some growing up to do. Can't believe she didn't ring to have it fixed after the first break-in. I'm the only one on my block that ever calls the city to repair potholes. Everyone else complains, but no one apparently knows how to use a telephone. She must be introverted and not want to call and ask for help. He then asked if she wanted him to call. And she said yes. He called the janitor in front of her, then left. Gold. There was a post on another sub that people that will call and set up appointments for you thing. And I can see this lady being like, I don't want to call. I don't want to talk to someone and be blamed for him being mad at a broken door. Kinda of anxiety of what the other person thinks of you type deal. I've had that. Or calling and making an appointment type fear. No. But I did offer her a welcome to break-in hotel doormat as a consolation prize. That is a level of stupid rarely seen and is completely incurable. Op just got lucky. He should have called to have the damn door fixed just as much as anybody else that lived there. I think he's the suspect here, to be honest. Not sure if she is stupid or just lazy. I used to live in a big yard with a couple of small houses. It had one street gate right in front of my place. People would always leave it open. Asking them to close it didn't help. One night I woke up and saw a neighbor push starting his car. He was one of the main not gate closing offenders. So I decided not to offer help. The next morning he came knocking at the door, asking if we was anything. His car was stolen. I just said something like, "That's too bad, someone probably left the gate open again." Why only her? An ex? Maybe wanna be BF? Op is really showing what an R they are in the comments. Sounds like it's never been about accountability but about the personal grudge against this one neighbor due to the fact that there were 30 other units in the building. So it makes zero sense to point fingers at one specific person. You do realize that by not calling you left your place vulnerable as well. If you wanted to make a point that someone else should step up. I'm thinking that was a foolish, dangerous point to make at that time. You let the security door to the building go without notifying the landlord. How would you feel if someone came in that now unsecured building and took a child, killed someone or assaulted someone? I get making a point, but sheesh. Leaving the building unsecured. So not the time to not make a call. You're the asshole. This sounds like a story about an R and a moron too lazy to pick up a phone to protect an investment that is your home. Woman facepalming. Stupid people get stupid prizes. That's a sucky situation for anyone to be in and probably avoidable. I don't see the revenge. If this was a post in Am I the Asshole? Then I bitched at a guy for not reporting a water leak on the street. I forgot and I didn't live on the block. I think he was a renter. And obviously had no sense of responsibility for public works. Insurance companies don't send agents out, they sell insurance. You made that conversation up. It is times like that, where the perp would be someone who lives close and can watch their victim. Because 9 times out of 10, they will knock the same place over because all the stuff that went missing was replaced under insurance. Brand new stuff to steal. The perp wouldn't care if she got paid out for the first or not. They just hit her again after a few days under normal practice. Just that she didn't get her payout. So no new replaced stuff. I'm sorry, but does no one else find it odd that only this apartment is getting broken into? Not once but twice. I feel like OP is a one doing it. Car jack in the door frame can just pop it open. I feel bad for her. It's really scary to have your place broken into. Twice at that. I hope she moves somewhere safer.